honestly, it never should have been said. The word should have never came out of V Nasty's mouth. Cause you know, I mean, I got a lot of homies. I got a lot of black friends. I got a lot of, you know, G's that I run with. I got a lot of people that I hang out with that never use that word. You know, and the reason why we don't use it is because you belittle your homie by calling them a, you know, I mean, you know what, pardon me, okay, I apologize to the African American community, but I need to get my point across. So you belittle your homie, you belittle your friend, you belittle your G, your dog, your acquaintance, whatever the fuck it happens to be. You belittle that person by calling them a nigga. You belittle the fucking African American community by calling them a nigga. Because when it comes right down to it, I've got a lot of black friends, and they ain't my niggas. They my fam. They my motherfucking people. It upsets me to hear that kind of shit coming out of your mouth, you know? When it comes right down to it, be nasty, it upsets me that that's coming out of your mouth. Because when it comes right down to it, I don't care where you grew up, you know? I mean, do you really want to belittle your homie like that? Do you really want to belittle your fucking fam like that? Nah. My fam's more to me than that. You know, they mean more to me than that. They mean more to me than just a, you know. And I realize in the hip-hop industry they use the word a lot. You know, they drop the N-bomb a whole lot. But when it comes right down to it, it's really, it just needs to stop, dude. Because honestly, you know, I got a lot of respect for African American people because they came so far from where they've been. And when it comes right down to it, that was a word used in a derogatory sense towards black people. And even if you don't use it in a derogatory sense, the word should never come out of your mouth. You know, that's like calling, you know, a Mexican a wetback or calling a Asian a chink. You just don't do that. You don't do that at all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry I used these words. I apologize to all the racists that I used these words. But when it comes right down to it, I got to get my point across. I never use those words. Those words never come out of my mouth. And, you know, when it comes right down to it, he's my dog. He's my G. He's my acquaintance. He's my something. There are so many other ways you can use, you know, my fam. You know, there are so many different ways you can use to explain that. You ain't got to be, what's up, man? You know, you ain't got to be that. Because that ain't you. You know, when it comes right down to it. You know, maybe it is you. I don't know. But I figure you'd have more respect for your family than that. You know what I'm saying? I respect my fam. Do you respect yours? Because V Nasty, it sounds like you don't. You need to have respect for them. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people use it right now, but frankly, I just think that word should be abolished from the fucking dictionary. I think all derogatory terms should be abolished from the dictionary. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. That's my take on it. I just have more respect for people than that. He ain't my nigga. He's my brother. Blood, everything. I die for my brothers. So, anyway, that's my take on it. You know, you guys can hate me for this, but when it comes right down to it, I don't use the word. I don't put it in my songs. I don't even fuck with that shit. Because when it comes right down to it, it shouldn't come out of your mouth. So, anyway, it's your boy Zero, and that's my take on this shit. Peep out the new album. It's coming out. I'm thinking November. It's called Up in Smoke. And you know what? That's that.